The Joe Rogan Experience.
Do you know what's weird? People that wear glasses that don't have vision problems.
I hate them. They're stealing valor.
I was thinking about that with you. Yeah? Because you have to have them.
I am so blind without these.
What is with people with clear lenses? Like, what is that about?
It shapes their face is what they say. It's an accessory. So they'll have like a big fat face, so they'll wear big glasses, or they have like a mouse face, so they wear little glasses. But I really don't trust those people.
Very odd.
Yeah.
It's a very odd choice.
It's like having a prosthetic leg attached when you have both your feet.
Yeah, I met a guy, and he had those on. He was a comic. And I go, why do you wear those? And he goes, girls think you're smarter. I go, really?
Yeah, the dumbest girls.
Who are these girls?
Yeah.
They think you're smarter because you can't see good.
Yeah, if the glasses are doing it, just shake keys at one of them. That'll probably work too.
Well, I guess the stereotype at one point in time was that you ruined your eyes by spending too much time looking at a close surface, a close object, which is what happens, which is why cell phones are very bad for your eyes.
So bad for us.
So, like, the idea was, this guy reads so much.
I see.
That his eyes sucked.
He crippled his eyes with his lust for knowledge.
Okay, so answer me this question. Why do I think it's hot when I see girls in glasses? Because I do.
I do too, man.
Why?
Because they do this.
Oh, that's right. They take the glasses off.
They flick their hair back.
Before they...
That chick is the best.
Bro, first of all, I just saw an interview with her. Yeah. She got on stage at the Zach Bryan show, and she sang with him. You know, at the end, he sings Revival, and he has people come on stage and sing with them. It's a great fucking show. He puts on an amazing show. So he brought her out there, and she yells out, Hawk Tuah, to the whole crowd. They all cheer. Like, who the fuck would have ever thought that would have happened?
I don't know. She just looks like the classic, like, you know, American 8.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I have a chance with her, and she seems fun, and she loves sucking dick. It's like, of course.
Great personality.
Of course she captured the zeitgeist.
Yeah. She's funny. You know, like, even the way she says it. You get me?
Yeah.
Like the way she says it.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, we get you.
Communicating.
She's only 21.
Yeah.
I was watching an interview with her. She's only 21. She wasn't a school teacher. All that shit that people say. She got fired for being... Nope. She's too young to be a teacher. She's 21. And, you know, she wasn't a bartender. All that stuff's bullshit. It's just a young girl who was just on the streets in it was Nashville? Nashville.
I think so.
And just went viral.
Yeah.
And the most weird... But I love that we live in a time where that happens. Like, it's such a strange time.
I'm sure she'll be stealing club weekends from me in no time.
Here's something that should go viral. Jamie, pull up that guy that I tweeted. Because people think I was making fun of this guy, which I kind of am. But also, it is a catchy tune. You know, there's a lot of people... Let me just say this. There's a lot of people that I feel lean into certain things because they think it's marketable. You know, like when that Sam Smith guy dresses up like Satan. Start that from the beginning, please. This fucking guy is on stage at a pride thing. But here's what's important.
How'd you get this footage of me, Joe?
I have eyes everywhere. Yeah. Here's what's important. The fucking dude is talented. Yeah, it's ridiculous that he's got a G-string on and he's fat and he's wearing a biker helmet on and he's got queer tattooed across his belly. But listen to him rap. Listen to this. How come it's not playing through?
Damn. Action Bronson put the weight back on, huh?
He did put the weight back on a little bit, unfortunately. He was on the podcast. He's good, right?
He's entertaining.
Like, one of the lines was, let me fill your hole with semen. I'm pretty sure. That's the only thing that I could get out of all of that. Yeah. Like the little dance. But it's just the flow. His flow. I mean, everybody's freaking out about it. Oh, the end of the world. Listen, that's a grown man out there swinging dick for other grown men.
Yeah.
And they're having a good time.
They're having a consensual hoot.
Yeah. He's having a good time. People like it. But my point is, like, that's that guy. He's got queer tattooed across his stomach. He's not fucking cosplaying.
It's not performative.
Yeah, that's who he is.
He's being pure.
But he's fucking talented.
Yeah.
Like, that rat, like, the flow is good. Like, it's fucking good, man.
Also, if you go to a show, don't you want that guy leading the band?
Hell yeah.
That's a blast. That's Fat Gigi Allen who'll suck you off.
Yeah, I'd love that guy to open up a show. He should open up Fully Loaded. That's what he should do.
Him and Jelly Roll.
Bert's fucking buddies in the old, hey, Bert's crowd. Just have that guy go out there first.
And then Bert would come out in the exact same outfit.
Yes.
Yeah, with the machine tattooed on his belly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
great. With a fucking biker hat on. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for that stuff.
Me too. I like freaks.
I love freaks.
I like freaks of all time. I mean, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people are upset about the Pride Parade. Because they're like, oh, they're doing the Pride Parade and they're doing it in front of all these children. Hey, don't bring your kids to a fucking Pride Parade.
Right.
I know you want your kids to be tolerant.
Is that him?
Simply Marvelous. Chris Condi, queer conscious rapper.
Is that him?
Boy, it looks a lot like him.
Oh, those are different tattoos, I think.
No, it says
No, there's
queer on his
queer.
belly. That's
Yeah.
him.
He's based in Austin, it says.
Oh,
hell yeah, dude.
Hey, fella.
Whoa, he has a song called American Faggot.
Well, there
That's
you
hard
go.
as hell.
Yeah. That dude's talented. That
Yeah.
probably was in Austin then.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It looked like it was at a farmer's market based on the crowd.
So, like, there's this thing that people are saying about, like, the Pride Parade, because all these people are walking around naked at the San Francisco Pride Parade, and so they were interviewing these people, and they have their dicks out.
Yeah.
Listen, if you don't want your kids to see gay guys being sexual, that's what Pride Parade is.
Yeah.
It's not like a bunch of 40-year-old gay engineers holding hands, like married guys who are just holding hands, like,
Blowing
hey,
each
we're
other
proud.
kisses. Yeah.
It's different than anything else, like any other kind of pride thing, because it's not just like we just happen to be gay. It's overtly sexual, always. It's guys with fucking ball gags
Yeah.
and dog leashes. And,
Pissing on each other.
yeah, it's not. It's nuts. Like, I'm not against it at all, but you can't complain that that's happening because you brought your kids.
You can't take your kids to the cage fight and complain about violence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't take your kids to Pride and complain about the gays.
Yeah. They're having a blast.
They
too.
have a good time.
Yeah.
I used to do a bit about how, like, I would always think, am I exaggerating about, like, the gay neighborhood? Like, in L.A., they have Boys Town in Santa, and it's so crazy. Like, I was always saying to myself, like, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I need to drive through again. So every now and then I would take the right turn and then go down Santa Monica Boulevard and head towards the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's 5 blocks of no one saying no. It's just wild madness. It's dudes at cowboy hats and G-strings on poles, guys making out in the middle of the street and humping each other. It's crazy.
Having the time of their life.
Having the time of their life.
Yeah.
All yang, no yin, and no one can get pregnant.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You wrestle, but everyone wins.
Well, also, those guys have their own neighborhood. The difference between the gays and lesbians, unfortunately, never developed this, because I have a theory. I think that straight men find out that lesbians move next door and they go, I'm an ally, and then they become
I
their neighbors.
see.
Whereas, like, straight men never move into a gay neighborhood. Very rarely.
Yeah.
You can't, like,
The property
straighten up
values.
a gay neighborhood.
No.
But they've figured out a way to make, like, a whole area all gay.
Yeah.
Like, only gay guys can do that.
It's admirable.
It's great. It's great. It's
Yeah.
wild. But it's just wild that they can pull it off in almost every city.
Well, and also they can go into places, and then they gentrify these places on the margins of the city, and then next thing you know, all the houses are worth so much money because they invest so much in their properties.
They invest so much in their property, make things more safe, and they keep a lot of people from moving there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good move. If you can tolerate a lot of techno and dudes walking around on Molly,
Yeah, for sure.
fucking live there.
But also offering you Molly, typically.
Yeah.
They're very generous people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I lived in San Francisco. So I lived in San Francisco from age 7 to 11.
Yeah.
So I lived in a fully gay neighborhood. And
Yeah, the city of San Francisco.
yeah, but it was we were in Haight-Ashbury, like that
Whoa.
area. We were right off of Lombard Street, so
Yeah.
we were in there in like the mix of the whole thing. Like I could walk to Fisherman's Wharf from my house.
Yeah.
And so my neighbors were gay, and my aunt used to she would smoke pot with these gay guys, and they would get naked and play the bongos. And they'd be like, oh, she's over there playing the bongos with the gay guys. It's like, okay. Like, it was so normal to me
Yeah.
that it wasn't until I moved to Florida that I even realized that people were homophobic.
Right.
And that was when I was 11. Like, I had no idea that
Well,
people had a problem with gay people.
I mean, it was just normal for you as a boy to understand that your aunt had these gay friends, and it
Yeah.
wasn't made strange or they weren't othered, you know?
No, they were just
Yeah.
normal guys who just happened to be gay.
Yeah.
And they were everywhere, too. So it's like it became normal because you just saw them everywhere. There was guys holding hands everywhere. This was San Francisco in the 1970s.
Yeah. That's like kind of what you want, right? It's
I want
acceptance.
people to, I want people to be themselves.
I want liberty and freedom for all.
Yeah, that's real freedom. You want America to be this fucking land of the free, home of the brave? You know how fucking brave you have to be holding hands with a dude and walk down a major street? Yeah. What are the possibilities of running into homophobes? It's pretty fucking high.
For sure.
Pretty sure. Like, if you're going to walk down any major metropolitan, like, for any, like, 3 or 4 block stretch, the odds of you running into a homophobe is very high. Someone is going to be violently angry that you love another man.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that the young people now, they want to be homophobic, but I think that most, like, 18 to 23-year-old dudes have probably sucked a dick or had their dick sucked by a fella.
Really?
I don't know. I'd venture to guess
What do you
that
think is happening today?
Well,
There's a mist they pump into the classrooms. It's like the gay bomb they tried in Iraq. Do you know about that story?
No.
Oh my God, you don't know that?
No.
Oh my God.
What?
The United States spent millions of dollars trying to develop a gay bomb.
Wow.
And so it's based on this hormone and this chemical, and they would detonate it above a city. And apparently it'd make men so randy that they wind up fucking each other, and it would demoralize them. This was the supposed idea.
No way.
Yeah. This is how goofy our fucking government is. Not knowing anything about the Spartans, who are gay as fuck, with like one of the greatest armies the world has ever known.
Yeah, they could comfort each other.
They were so gay.
Yeah.
Not just that, but when you fought next to someone
your
and they were
lover?
your friend,
Yeah.
that was one thing.
I
But if
see.
it was your lover, you would protect them to the death.
That's so smart.
Yeah, man. Well, they just also, I think people were just gay then. I think people back before they realized, like, hey, you probably shouldn't fuck kids, they just fucked everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then the kids started writing down, and once my uncle fucked me, all life was downhill. And you read that, like, oh, that's probably stop fucking kids. It like took forever before they figured that out. Because if you think about it, like Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, you go back in time, all those guys had like young boy lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just accepted, and it was like part of passing your philosophy forward.
Bizarre.
Was you would take an apprentice,
Yeah.
and he'd also fuck his thighs from behind, but then he would tell the world your story. Yeah, that was totally normal.
He was fucking writing everything you were saying. He was dictating.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
dictasting.
Yeah.
But there was like that thing with like the philosophers. Some of them thought that it was low-minded to actually have sex with the children's butts, so they would just bang their thighs from behind, and that was like
Low-minded.
cool. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I think so.
So they just titty fucked their thighs.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good move.
It's a real soft part of a body.
Yeah, you don't get that hurt from it. You know, it's like, I wish that didn't happen, but at least you didn't fuck my butthole.
I'm still tight as a drum.
Yeah, it didn't make me walk around uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck did he do to me?
Yeah, I don't have to use a diaper now.
You just feel weird. Like, oh, that guy just jizzed all over my thighs.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
whatever.
What are you going to do? At least I know about geometry now.
Bro, they didn't know any better. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? Like, but just think about how much murder took place back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got to be our age back then, if you got to be, let's just say you got to be 30, how many people do you think you saw get murdered? Probably dozens.
Yeah,
You probably saw people get murdered all the time
over very small things.
over almost nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, disrespect. I mean, look, when this country was founded, one of our presidents, I forget which one, engaged in a duel while he was president.
I think Andrew Jackson
Was
did
it
a
Andrew
lot
Jackson?
of people. Yeah, that was like his whole thing.
He just liked to shoot at people.
Yeah.
From 10 paces. Mm-hmm. Just the dumbest fucking thing to think. If you hate someone, you don't like them, why don't you guys agree to fight or something?
Right.
Why you got to... Dueling's so dumb.
With pistols that, yeah,
Many
there we
people
go.
think Andrew Jackson fought hundreds of duels. He did have a temper. He was challenged, and he was challenged others several times, but only one duel resulted in shots fired. In 1806, where he killed Charles Dickinson.
That's good. He was a terrible
Oh.
shot.
How far away did he shoot people from? Well, those guns suck, too. I
Yeah.
mean, they're shooting people with muskets.
Right, and it shot like a marble.
Yeah, it shot
Yeah.
a ball of lead. And not very accurate either.
And you probably didn't die every time.
No.
You could take one of those.
Yeah,
You're fine.
you take one in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not accurate.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of guys are probably crippled from them.
Oh, for sure, because it would crack your bone.
Yeah.
It would like hit the bone and bend it in half, and then
And
that
then
was
they never knew how to fix bones
yeah.
back then.
They just have to chop it off.
And they probably didn't even know how to get the lead out.
No, that's a good point. I bet
It
lead
gets
poisoning.
deep in there and just stays in there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh. I would. You should have the door guys duel for stage time with period type guns. You know.